Hello everyone, and welcome to another 31 Days of Horror with me, Angela of Morbid Designs. This year we're counting down from my least favorite to my most favorite, so the ones I highly recommend you watch. Today is day 19 of the 31 Days of Horror. Today we will be talking about another movie from the 50 Best Horror Movies You've Never Seen documentary, and that movie is Re-Animator. Earlier this year, I reviewed a movie called Patchwork. While I was researching that movie, it was alluded that there might be a connection or an homage to Re-Animator. Now, after seeing this movie, I definitely agree. I can see it with the opening sequence being as animated and as fun as they are. That there is definitely a connection, as well as the expertise of the doctor being reanimating dead flesh. Now, as far as I can tell, Patchwork is not an official continuation of this story, but it is definitely highly likely that they are connected in some way, at least at the fan fiction level. Definitely some inspiration from H.P. Lovecraft, the horror icon that he is. The premise of this movie is there is a gentleman working to create a serum that brings the dead back to life, and he's conducting experiments in a school pretty much unapproved. And as you can imagine, it is chaos and all shenanigans. It gets a little crazy in this movie, but in a good way. Being that there's a medical component to this, there is a lot of gore. It is about dead bodies moving around. Like, there's a lot of interesting visuals and puppetry and claymation. I believe there was even claymation. There was a lot of epically done things in this movie when it came to the dead coming back to life. Some of the acting was good and some of the acting was terrible in this movie, which is one of my biggest complaints. The actual high-end biggest complaint is there is a cat that gets reanimated, and it's just this fucking ridiculously cheesy ass scene that you can't help but laugh at. There's a lot of messed up and unsettling things sprinkled throughout this movie. Did I forget to mention that the reanimated corpses are usually naked? I will share one of my favorite aspects of this movie. It's so ridiculous. It's like, oh, really brings this movie up on rating for me. There is a decapitated head that can control its own body, and it is thoroughly amusing to me, the shenanigans that go on in this movie, and it leads up to one of the most fucked up, epic horror movie endings you're ever gonna see. This movie definitely had its faults, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I do rate it 4 Zombievers out of 5. As today is the 19th day of 31 Days of Horror, that means it is October 19th, and that just so happens to be a certain somebody's birthday who follows me here on YouTube and in my Twitch community, and that is Cherry Round. Happy birthday, Cherry Round! I know that all of us in the Twitch community, between mine, Kim's, and Mike's, wish you the happiest fucking birthday ever. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I usually do art videos on Tuesdays and horror movie reviews on Thursdays, but it's October, my favorite holiday, my favorite time of year, so we are just focusing on horror movies because 'tis the season. So please subscribe if you're interested in what I have to offer in the future, and from my dark heart to yours, have a wonderful day, and please don't die before my next video.